not that one. Ellie! Hi, Tommy. There's a mic. Hey guys, this is a Tate Talk, bro.
We're just gonna, and then I'll put it back. Very back row. Very back row.
Good afternoon, everybody. Please find your seats, and we're going to start in just a minute now.
I just hold your phone right away? Can I hold your phone?
I don't know. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's assembly about Charity Week 2022. My name is Lily Chrysopoulos. I'm your Student Council President. We have Hannah DiGiovanni and Jordan Doyle, your Student Council Co-Vice Presidents. And Zach La Rochelle, your Senior Class President. First, we would like to thank the administration for allowing us to have this assembly. We'd also like to thank the teachers who brought you here or are watching us online. We appreciate you all. So let's get started. This year's charity is Alex's Saints Foundation. Alex's Saints Foundation is a local organization that combats the opioid epidemic. Named in memory of Athens graduate Alex St. Pierre, this group raises awareness of this important issue while providing narcotic rehabilitation financial assistance. Another focus is helping families who have a loved one suffering from drug addiction. We hope to raise awareness about this serious issue by working with Alex's Saints Foundation. First, let's look at some of the events planned for Charity Week 2022, which is February 14th through the 18th. We'll know more in second semester what exactly we can offer, but for now, we're going to show you everything.
Alrighty, so the biggest thing that we have to start off with is our passports. We have a student passport and a community passport. The student passport is for everyone in here, and then the community passport is for your friends and family who may not go to this school. So for the student passport, the prices will be announced on school pay in January, and then the community passports will also come out on January, and they'll be just to help you get into different events. Next slide. Some week-long events that we have all week are the corporate sponsors, which everyone here can still get involved with. We have Teacher Court, Mr. Athens. Everybody in Athens, all grades, have the potential to run for Mr. Athens. We like to see candidates from freshman all the way up to senior year. Then we have Raffle and Matchmaker, which most of you should have filled out today. Next slide. And then to start off Charity Week, we have the belly flop competition, which is available for all grades, students, staff, and it's just a great way to start off the week.
And then the Friday before Charity Week, we have a parent euchre night for parents. At that, we also have the silent auction. And then on the Saturday, it's kind of our big kickoff. We have ice skating at Troy Sports Center, which is $5 or free with your passport. And also all week before Charity Week, we have restaurant fundraisers every night. And on that Saturday, the restaurant is Smashburger, so you can go to Smashburger, which is right by the Troy Sports Center. And on Sunday, we have two events. We have Jazzercise, which is right here in the Athens gym. It's one class, and I think Ms. Donnebeck runs that. And we also have yoga, which is in the afternoon on that day, which is at a separate studio. And then on Monday, our Spirit Day is Comfy Day, and during first hour, we have a pancake breakfast, which you can come for $5 or free with your passport. And during fifth hour, we have a hypnotist show where a hypnotist comes in and picks a few volunteers to be hypnotized. And at night that day, we also have Espresso Yourself, which is like a coffee house / talent show.
So on Tuesday of Charity Week, the Spirit Day will be announced later, along with Wednesday. But on Tuesday during second hour, we have our film festival, which is a great way to showcase student films from our Athens TV class. And then during sixth hour, we have the Student vs. Staff Challenge. We don't know exactly what this is going to look like this year, but in the past, we've done dance battles, challenges, stuff like that. And then at night, we have Carnival Night, which is a great way to get our entire community involved, great for elementary schoolers, but also clubs at Athens can sign up to have a booth where they have carnival games. On Wednesday, we have the volleyball tournament, which you can enter with a team for $50 and play against other teams from the school and the community. And then during the day, we have coin stalls where you can bring coins into your classrooms, and the teachers have to count the coins before starting class. On Thursday, we have Red and Gold Day as our Spirit Day, and all day we have Jail and Bail, which you can pay to enter the jail, which is in the West Deck, for 30 minutes or an hour time slots. And then at night, we have the parent cook-off, which parents can enter their signature dish into a competition, and then students and the community can come and taste and vote on their favorite meal. And then at night, my personal favorite event is Mr. Athens. All throughout the week, the candidates do a great job of fundraising for their campaign. And then on Thursday, we have the actual pageant, which includes a dress, a talent, and a lip sync battle competition.
On Friday is our charity shirt day, which if you purchase a passport, it'll come with that. If not, they can be purchased separately. In 6th hour, we have the pep assembly, which includes games and where we actually reveal the amount of money we raised. Your 6th hour does have to raise $30 to come. And then we are hoping this year to have a dance the same night from 7 to 10. Again, free with your passport, and if you do not purchase one, it's $12 to get in. So what does make Charity Week a community event? It's not just meant for Athens. We get the community involved in tons of different ways. Like a special event for our parents is the Parent Euchre Night. It's an event for just the adults so they can have a night to themselves. We have events for teachers and students combined, like our Student Staff Challenge. And we have stuff for the community like ice skating and carnival night. Next slide, please. So what you can do right now is basically let us know of any sponsors or people you know who want to donate money as far as gift cards or donating to become a sponsor on our shirts. You can think about running for Mr. Athens. Again, like Zach said, all grades can run. We want to see representation from underclassmen and upperclassmen. And you can follow our Twitter at Athens Stuco to keep updated.
Now we're going to hear from representatives from Alexis Saints Foundation. In attendance today from Alexis Saints Foundation, we have Tyler Bedelon, founder and chairman, Hannah Callis, senior advisor, John St. Pierre, board member, and Brendan Bedelon, creative director. Let's give a big Athens welcome to the Alexis Saints Foundation.
All right. Hello, everybody. How are you guys? Everyone good? Good, good. All right, so my name is Tyler Bedelon. I am the founder and chairman of Alexis Saints Foundation. First thing is a big thank you to Stuco and all Athens staff for choosing Alexis Saints Foundation for Charity Week this year. It is pretty rewarding to be back in this position, but as a recipient this time. So I know Stuco today, right now, will be passing out some pamphlets you can take home, give to your parents, and it's a little more information about us. So next slide. So who we are, as Lily said, our mission statement is to provide life-changing emotional and financial support to young adults who are struggling with addiction, and also support their families during that time. Next slide. So who are we? We're a 501c3. Like I said, we support young adults battling drug addiction. We raise funds through local community fundraisers. We partner with local rehab facilities and other organizations that have the same mission as us. Next slide. And how do we get started? So there's a nice old picture. I think that was maybe freshman year, maybe 8th grade. That's Alex and myself. We were best friends starting 7th grade at Larson Middle School. Fun fact actually was 6th grade, I was not a big fan of Alex's because he was talking to my girlfriend at the time. So that did not sit well. So then on August 2nd, 2019, the day before Alex's 25th birthday, he passed away from an accidental drug overdose. So the kind of person I am, I try to look for the positive in any kind of situation, see how we can make it bright and bring joy out of anything. So when the pandemic happened, I got pretty bored and thought, hey, now's a good time to start a nonprofit and a charity. So in June of 2020, we officially launched and have been helping individuals ever since. Next slide. So meet the team. Go ahead, one more. A lot of our team, we're all volunteers, none of us get paid, and a majority of our team is all connected to Athens. As you can see, I added little Athens logos next to the pictures. We all graduated from Athens. So Tyler, Hannah, Brett, and Mike all graduated 2013. Glenn graduated in 2010. Next slide. Jack graduated 2012, and then John is obviously Alex's dad. And then the rest of these are, have relationships to Alex, and have also been parents throughout Athens as well. Next slide. So our mission, go ahead. We focus on 3 things, as Lily said. 1 is to help with rehab. 2 is to raise awareness, and 3 is to help a family if they end up losing a loved one, like a young adult, to drug overdose, to make sure that they get the proper assistance. So a couple quotes of some people we've helped that get into rehab. Thank you for the second chance at life. I hope one day I can repay you. I'm so grateful to be able to wake up and not think where I'm going to get my next hit at. Another one, I'm doing better than I ever have. I've learned to surround myself with people who motivate me to do better and bring out the best in me. Next slide. So one of our best ways to raise awareness is through fundraising. We've held multiple fundraisers through a can drive. We've partnered with local stores that do some 10% of proceeds, golf outings, raffles. We go and support other events through our partners, and we have galas and whatnot. And we continue to have fundraisers and raise awareness throughout. Next slide. Funeral financial assistance. So there's a couple people we've helped in the background there. You can go on. And today I want to talk about real quick kind of why this is so important. We'll talk about it a little bit more. So on this next slide I have a video. We actually did an interview with Channel 7, and it kind of hits home, especially at Athens, because the anchor of Channel 7 that interviewed us, Brett Cast, he graduated from Athens 2012 as well. They have Believe in Miracles, which has also been a charity through Charity Week. So this little video is pretty cool and shows a little bit more about the opioid epidemic.
Outside of the pandemic, 2020 was also a deadly year for overdoses.
Not surprisingly, the pandemic contributed to skyrocketing stress and anxiety levels. In fact, during late June, 40% of U.S. adults reported struggling with mental health or substance abuse.
Early data from the CDC shows that 2020 had more overdose deaths than any other year in U.S. history, up 30% from 2019. Well, tonight, 7 Action News reporter Brett Cast looks into the issue, what resources are available, and how it's an issue facing employers as workers return.
Well, since the pandemic started, advocates worried that the isolation would lead to an increase in substance abuse. Well, new data from the CDC just released this month shows that 2020 saw the largest increase in deaths from overdose.
Don't ever think, not my kid, because it's a lot of people's kids.
Monday marks 2 years since John St. Pierre lost his oldest son, Alex. Alex was just 1 day shy of his 25th birthday when he died from a drug overdose.
You don't realize how much it tears apart families. I mean, a death in the family tears people apart, but this is just on so many levels just terrorizing, and you feel like, helpless.
Alex's death came as a shock to his family, especially since his battle was largely hidden even from his closest friends.
He always put on the face of, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, everything's good, I'm fine, and clearly he wasn't.
Alex was one of nearly 2,400 people in Michigan that year alone who died from a drug overdose. But the following year, in the midst of COVID-19 lockdowns, that number saw a dramatic rise.
It's the highest death rate we've ever seen in the United States. And to me, an increase of 1 death is too many.
Linda Davis with Families Against Narcotics says the pandemic not only kept people isolated at home, but also limited in-person treatment services. That combination led to a 16% increase in overdose deaths in Michigan and a 30% increase across the country.
We lost 93,000 people last year to overdose deaths. We need to start looking at addiction with the same urgency that we did COVID or any other disease.
The pandemic also led to the largest increase in alcohol sales in nearly 20 years. And as employees leave their homes to head back into the workplace, some may be fighting new addiction.
But I think it's going to take us years to get back on track now, unfortunately.
But in the midst of this crisis comes an effort to fight it. Soon after the pandemic started, Alex's friends and family started the Alex's Saints Foundation, raising awareness and raising funds, which hours before this interview helped place another young adult into a rehab facility.
Now Alex is sending saints down from heaven to help these young adults who are going through the same situation.
There's no other way to, honor his memory. And that's what we're trying to do with the foundation.
Now, if you or a family member are suffering from addiction, there are a number of resources available, including from FAN and from the Alex Saints Foundation. We'll have a link to all of those resources on our website, wxyz.com. Reporting for 7 Action News, I'm Brett Cast.
Well, on top of overdose deaths.
Thanks. All right, so what are opioids? Opioids, natural synthetic or semi-synthetic chemicals that interact with opioid receptors on the nerve cells in the body and brain to reduce pain and cause an intense high. So there's illegal opioids, heroin and fentanyl, and prescription opioids. So what we're seeing is a lot of people that go into the hospital for an injury or whatnot, you get prescribed an opioid, oxycodone, Vicodin, pain meds, and then you get addicted to those pain meds through there. And then after that, that's where you see these start transitioning into the illegal opioids, and that's why the numbers are continuing to climb today. Next slide. So here's a little timeline based on drug overdoses deaths in the United States. So in 1999, we just had over 16,000. 2013, we were up to 43,000. 2019, up to 71,000. In 2020, there was a reported 93,000. Just recently, there was a report that came out from the CDC that between the period of April 2020 and April 2021, they surpassed 100,000 deaths. So from 1999 all the way up to current day, we've surpassed 1 million deaths by drug overdoses. Next slide. So just to kind of bring into light some celebrities that you guys are probably all know and recognize that have also died from a drug overdose. You can go on, including Juice WRLD died in 2019 at 26. Next one is Mac Miller, 2018, 26 years old as well. Lil Peep, 2017, 21 years old. A little older, I don't know if you guys know him, Tom Petty, anybody? Yeah, kinda, okay. 66 years old, back in 2017. Prince, 2016, 57 years old. Michael Jackson, 2009, 50 years old. And Heath Ledger, who 2008 was 28 years old. So real quick pop quiz. I got a t-shirt for whoever can get it right. Let's hear it. What? D, 193? Let's see. You are correct. 193 drug overdoses every year. Or every day, I'm sorry. What size shirt you wear? Medium? Okay, I'll get you one. All right, next slide. So opioid overdose deaths on the rise. As I told you earlier, you can see that we're getting more and more overdose deaths as time goes on, and it's kind of breaking down into 3 waves. Wave 1, starting in 1999 with the prescription opioid overdose deaths. Wave 2, rise in heroin overdose. That's when heroin kind of started to become a little more prevalent. And now wave 3, we're seeing a rise in synthetic opioid overdoses, which is the fentanyl, which is the main driver between a majority of these deaths, as you can see. So your drugs are being laced with fentanyl, and you just don't know it, and then that's how a lot of these people are passing away. Next slide. So Charity Week funding and what we can do with the funding that you guys are going to raise for us. Next, another question. Who's ready? Let's go. That was a quick hand. On average, D? Sorry, you're incorrect. Yeah. Yes, sir. C, you are correct. So on average, a month of rehab can cost anywhere from $6,000 to $12,000. What size shirt you want? All right, you got it. So basically, as you can see, these are all average costs of what it takes to get into rehab. So 2 to 3 month treatment can cost upwards of $60,000. And that's where we came in. A lot of times, what we're seeing is a lot of these people don't have the funds or don't have the proper source of income to help get the help that they need. And that is the driving cost to where they can't save their life. So Alex's Saints comes in, helps support any funds that they don't have, and really helps turn their life around. And then furthermore, you know, like I said earlier, we help with funerals, and those can cost anywhere from $3,000 to $12,000. Next slide. How you guys can kind of get involved. I think one of the biggest things is to really become educated on the topic. Tell your friends and family about it. Know when to get help. Share the story. We have local resources that we can always help with, and you know, opportunities. If you guys are ever looking for NHS hours or anything like that, we always have events that we're looking for some volunteers at. Next slide. Here is a quick message from our team. Again, a lot of these people are involved from Athens.
Hey, Athens High School.
Hello, Athens.
Hello, Athens.
Hello, Red Hawks.
Hello, Troy Athens.
Hi, Athens.
Hello, Athens students and staff.
Hey, Troy Athens.
Hi, this is John St. Pierre. I'm a member of the ASF board and also Alex's dad.
My name is Brett Schmitz. I'm the treasurer for Alex's Saints Foundation, a foundation that was created in Alex's name in order to help young adults who are struggling with addiction.
First and foremost, thank you for selecting us to be the recipient of Charity Week this year.
Alex was very special, obviously, to us. We think about him daily, and we're so happy that you've selected his foundation in his honor to support this year.
This week means so much to us. Our mission is to serve our community and help young adults get a second chance in their battle against drug addiction. So, you know, the money that you raise will be used to support young adults in the cost of rehab, rent, other living expenses.
Charity Week is always one of the best weeks of the year.
One of my favorite Charity Week memories looking back on my time at Athens would definitely be putting myself in jail by paying a few bucks and getting out of class for about 15 minutes. May have been about 30 minutes. Sorry, Mrs. Chrysopoulos.
I feel like it was just yesterday that I was competing in the volleyball tournament in order to try to raise the most amount of money ever raised in a charity week before.
We really are appreciative of everything that you guys do during Charity Week.
I remember Charity Week being an integral part of our community at our high school, and to be selected for Charity Week this year is a huge blessing, and we're super grateful, and we can't wait to help all those kids in need.
Getting chosen was just incredible. It's going to help so many lives.
The money raised for Alex's Saints Foundation will help send young adults to rehab and save lives.
With the number of overdoses rising at an alarming rate right now, this really could not come at a better time.
But in the end, Charity Week was definitely one of my favorite events, and to be on the other side for once, to be able to possibly receive some of your help financially would mean a lot in not only our project, but being able to save lives moving forward.
And be careful, be safe, have fun this Charity Week, and thanks again.
Thank you.
I can't thank you enough. This means the world to me personally.
So again, thank you for allowing us to represent you, your school, and this community. And always remember that together we are stronger and tougher than addiction. Go Hawks!
So with all that said, I guess one final message I kind of like to leave you guys with is something Alex personally had tattooed on his back shoulder. It was a quote that anything is possible if you believe. And ever since Alex's passing, that's been a true, means a lot to me, all of our staff, and it's something that I carry with me every day because it is correct. Truly, guys, anything you put your mind to, don't let anybody hold you back. It is possible as long as you believe in it. So with that, again, thank you everybody for supporting Alex's Saints Foundation. You know, Alex and I used to walk these halls back in 2009 to 2013, so it is truly, truly a blessing to once be where you guys are sitting, to now be up here and be on the receiving end of these funds is one of the biggest blessings of my entire life. So thank all of you guys. It is amazing, and again, I'll take any questions from here on out. Any questions from anyone? Oh. Yes. Jail and bail. That is what, during, you said, one day of the week, and you pay money and you go Thursday, and you pay money and you can get out of class. Skip class, I guess is the word to use. It's free with a passport. Where? Yes, sir. Hey, guys, sorry, I can't hear the question. Sorry, still, can you come? Yeah, so basically on our website, you guys, if you're looking to get involved in volunteer opportunities on our website, there's a page that's Get Involved, and you can go sign up on there and get your name in our volunteers, and then when we have events, we can reach out and let you know what's going on. Basically, you know, it's help run the event, set up, set down, get educated, things like that. It really just depends on the event. You're welcome. Anything else? Yes, sir. You can get a t-shirt during Charity Week. Yeah. Yes, sir. Right now we're up to like 6 or 7 people we've helped so far in the matter of a couple years. You know, we're still rather new, so we're growing and growing every day. Yes, sir. You can get a size medium shirt during Charity Week. Get it with a passport. Yes, sir. Santa Claus. Recommend a company. Yeah, you can. Would I donate to the company? The corporate sponsors, yeah, if you reach out to them and let them know about it, for sure. Yes, Mrs. Manfredi. Oh yeah, that was always the main goal, was to get the teacher out of the class so then you didn't have to do anything. So you can jail the teacher, right? Yes. Yeah, so a question for Mr. Dufresne was kind of how our process works. So we aren't really, obviously we're not a rehab center, so we partner with a bunch of rehabilitation centers out there and learn about them to see what their most, what their strongest suit is. And then if we get an application and someone doesn't know what's really best for them, then we can go through and say, oh, well, I think you'd be fit perfect in this facility because they're specialized in that. Anything else? Yes, ma'am. Well, right now we're just in Michigan, kind of in the Metro Detroit area to keep it local. We didn't want to expand too far because we didn't want to get overwhelmed with applications. Because there's been times recently where we didn't have the funds to support. I've gotten applications and we didn't have enough money to support them. So, on the video we said this really couldn't come to a better time because the opioid epidemic's on a rise. But right now we're focused on kind of the Metro Detroit area. But if the goal is to obviously always grow and help as many people as possible. So yeah, down the road for sure. Anything else? Way in the back. Yes, sir. So we partner, basically it's just a matter of getting our word out. So again, we partner with a lot of rehab centers. So the rehab centers then know about us. So when they have someone that comes in and says, I need help, but I don't have the money, then we're there in a matter of a phone call and we flip around the application in a matter of like 24 hours. Anything else? All right, well, feel free to follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, you keep up to date. Again, thank you guys very much. I'll turn it back over to Stuco.
We're so excited to be raising money for Alex's Saints Foundation. Now we have a few reminders and ideas for you about some ways you can help our school raise money for Alex's Saints Foundation.
So the biggest thing is buy a passport. And if you guys really want your t-shirt, it comes free with a passport. Talk to your parents about getting a community passport. Talk to your friends that don't go to the school. They also get a t-shirt.
Tell Stuco if you know of a company, business, or a person who would like to be a corporate sponsor. Donating anywhere from $300 to $1,000, or of course more would be great.
You can also tell Stuco if you know of a company, business, or person who would like to donate an item to our raffle. That could be sports tickets, gift certificates, or anything that you and your friends want to win. Now we'd like to show you highlights from our previous years, and we want to make this year just as special. Just a reminder, if you guys do have questions for us, you can send them to your class representatives or come see any of us after, but we'd like you to remain in your seats after the clip just for any final announcements.
Charity Week is 1 week. The entirety of Athens High School comes together for one goal.
A little too late I'm sorry for. The lights went out cause you kept cutting your cord, and I started to fade into your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now.
Charity Week is a huge part of the Athens community. It's a tradition that has occurred since the 1980s, and it is just such a great way to get both the Athens community and the Troy community united against a common cause.
Charity Week to me is all about students coming together to do something bigger than all of ourselves. There's a big sense of community. We all come together to make people's lives better in an unimaginable way.
While you were chasing everything else but me, I'm starting to break.
All right, before we leave, since I guess this is semi the start of Charity Week, let's get a little cheer going. On this side, we gotta say let's. Let me hear it. Let's. Right in the middle, go. Go. And on this side, Red Hawks. This side? Solid.
Thank you guys so much for coming. We're really excited for this year's Charity Week.
So everybody just stay in your seat. We're going to have some music, and let's just hang out till class is over. Huh?
Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish